welcome back again. We're going to have another episode of Inside the Nucleus, and today we're going to look at the three tries that helped the US Eagles women win their historical match against New Zealand earlier this year in Dubai. First up is Shirley Goki, and she has some good vision to kind of see that there's a massive disconnect between the defenders for New Zealand. And with her pace and power, she knows that she can hit that line with effectiveness. I think number 13 for the USA does a great job to drag her defender off her mark, creating that space for Sue to kind of hit. With that nice line break, Sue is now putting the US in the lead with the kick to come, and going into the locker room with the mindset that they have the momentum and they can finish this game out strong. And that's exactly what they did, as you will see while the video is progressing. So great little try by Sue. The next one is some good vision to just kind of see how you can utilize your footwork. Clearly in this area, the New Zealanders teams are trying to bring some effective line speed to pressure the US. That's backed up against the goal line. But Sarah Levy realizes that one of the New Zealand defenders is overcommitted to the defensive line speed, and realizes that she can cut in with some really effective footwork to break that line and you know creating that mismatch and disconnect in the midfield. As she's going, the one key picture I want you guys to understand and look at is the following, and this is something that I harp on heavily, especially with my players, is that every time there's a try score, there should be at least two players there to help, and not just help but celebrate with the try scorer. Now that tells me that there has been effective support lines running around, and that we're all doing the work off the ball. And as you can see, the US does a great job with having a lot of support players in pursuit. And it's those little micro moments, the stuff that we do off camera, that sets teams apart from another. So they do a great job and they work great to make sure that they have those support runners. And then the final try is a quick transitional try from a turnover penalty by the US. And they have some good vision again to see that they caught the New Zealander snapping, and the New Zealander wing at the edge has actually got her back turned from the penalty, which is probably the biggest heartache for most coaches out there. But the US does a great job in the transitional play. They realize that there is a disconnect, that there is space to exploit, and they go ahead and have two options. They can either go to the center or they can go out wide to Erica. That's a great finisher, and they know that that's sure points for them in the bag. As we play this forward, you can see the New Zealand winger is now stuck with having some options, whether she's going to go for the center or Erica right there. And then obviously from the attacking standpoint, there is another option where the USA ball carrier can most likely just float the ball across with the winger coming around or the center coming around and getting a great ball from the attacker. However, Erica reads it pretty well, and she gets a beautiful flat ball and breaks the line for the US, taking them into that win. And it's just a great example of how quick transition can really catch some of the opponents off guard. And those little micro moments, and like I said, the work rate off the ball is what really matters. And everyone did a great job in setting that try up and helping the US secure this win and building the momentum for the season. So beautiful little work by the US.